Here are the complete step-by-step instructions to set up and run an AI model directly in a Raspberry Pi. For this, all you need is a Raspberry Pi 4 or 5 and a computer to burn the OS in the SD card. And make sure you have an SD card of size 32 GB or higher. For the OS, you can choose any OS that will support the dependency and tools that we'll be using to run the AI model. For beginners, I will recommend Raspbian OS. You can do this directly using Raspberry Pi image burner. Or if you have any doubts, make sure you watch my previous video where I explained how to set up Raspberry Pi for beginners from scratch. Now let's connect to the Raspberry Pi using SSH. So if you have a monitor already, you can directly access the terminal. Now I am connected to the Raspberry Pi and I am switching the user so that I will have all the permissions. Now let's create a folder so that I can organize all the stuff. So let's make the directory projects and inside that AI model demo. Alright, perfect. Now let me go inside this directory and this is where we will be doing the demo. Now all the codes and commands that I'll be using here for this demo will be available in the description down below, so you can simply copy and paste it. The first step is to download and install a tool called Ollama. So what exactly is Ollama? Ollama is a tool or a runtime which can be used to download, manage and run AI models in our machine. We can think of it as a lightweight tool that takes care of all the complicated parts of running AI models. Once the download is finished, it will do some additional setup and everything will be done for you. Since we don't have any dedicated GPU for AI models, we will be seeing this warning, but we can safely ignore that. And now we can choose a model and download it. So let me clear this. Now to download and run a model, we can simply run the command Ollama run and the model name. For the time being, we will be using TinyLlama model. We tested multiple models, but the main reason is that it actually runs reliably in a Raspberry Pi without crashing the system immediately. And guys, let me tell you this is not like ChatGPT. This is a tiny model running in a tiny computer, so it has so many limitations. This model works well for summaries, rewriting tests, checklists, and small code snippets, but it struggles with reasoning, identity questions, and complex tasks. And now our model is almost ready, and here we go. Now, we can ask anything here. We can send a message /? For showing the different commands that is supported by the model. Okay, so here are the list of commands that we can use. So let's take a look at the second command, that is /show for showing model information. So let me type it here. Now let's get some information about this model. So here we go, we have all the information, the architecture, parameters, context length, embedding length and everything. So now let's go ahead and send some messages and see how it responds. So the screen is a little bit messy, let me clear it. Okay, so basically we are still talking to the model, so that clear was considered as a prompt from our side. So let me close the whole thing and start the model once again. Okay, perfect. Now let's tell him something, create a motivational quote for learning Linux. And now the model is thinking and here we have a response. This might be something really small, but keep in mind that this is coming directly from the Raspberry Pi itself. There is no need for internet connection. Now we can ask a different question. Let's see how it programs. So let's ask him to write a bash command to check the disk usage of the Raspberry Pi and see how it responds. Okay, now again the model is thinking and here we go. We have a good response. Now let's ask another question. Now let's ask to create a 4-step checklist to set up SSH in Raspberry Pi. Alright, now again the model is thinking and here we have the response. Okay, we actually asked for 4 steps, but now here we have 5 steps. But to be honest, I think it's okay. Like I told you earlier, this is a tiny model running in a tiny computer. So it's okay for me. And the best part is, it is possible to access the model using a web UI like ChatGPT and we can communicate with it. But the problem is, since I was using a 16 GB memory card, I was not able to install and set up the Docker that will run the UI. When I tried to install it, I was failing because of low memory error. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to set up the UI so that we'll be able to communicate with the model just like how we do with ChatGPT. And make sure you subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss future videos. If you have any doubts, make sure you ask it in the comments down below.